Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are, welcome to Roger's Kakasungura YouTube channel. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support. And if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, kindly make sure you click that subscribe button and always remember to turn on your notification bell. Today has been a shocking day to some Kenyans, especially from the Azimio side, who have been praying that maybe in one way or another the court might nullify the just concluded election. Ladies and gentlemen, for quite some time now, Kenyans have been asking themselves questions on where is Uhuru Kenyatta? Because immediately after the election day, all through the tallying, all through the announcing of William Ruto as president-elect, all along, Uhuru Kenyatta has been so silent on this matter. People have been asking themselves, why is the president so silent on this matter? Being the chairman of the Azimio coalition, in one way or another, Kenyans have been asking why he has not broken his silence on the just concluded election. Today, the courts made their decision and they officially declared William Ruto as president, as fifth president of the Republic of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, Uhuru has been operating in State House quietly without any disturbance. Azimio has been asking themselves, kwani ni kama Uhuru alicheza baba? Mbona Uhuru hajakuja wazi na kuzungumza kutuambia ni nini kinaendelea kama mwenyekiti wa Azimio? Wakenya wamejiuliza maswali mengi na hakuna mtu amepata jibu, kwa sababu hakuna mtu kutoka State House ambaye amezungumzia hili jambo. Up to yesterday, when we saw photos of trucks moving things from State House, that is when Kenyans started to, hey, kwani, what is not happening? So today, after the court verdict, the president, Uhuru Kenyatta, has decided to break his silence. He has decided to address Kenyans on this matter. He has decided to speak. Raila Odinga has spoken on his part, and he has told Kenyans that the decision by Supreme Court has opened their eyes to see and be re-energized for a bigger task tomorrow. And they have said they will give their next move. On the other hand, William Ruto has also spoken from Karen, and he has strongly said that he has no issue with his critics. And in his government, everyone will enjoy freedom of speech. And he said if people think that he's going to castrate his critics, I don't know if he will keep by his word. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take you to the president's address to the nation. He was speaking from State House, and as he's moving out, can we listen what the president is speaking to us? Ladies and gentlemen, keep subscribing to this channel and keep watching. The struggle continues even after the shocking court verdict. We shall be here to give you as it breaks, and we are not relenting. We are not changing content. We will remain strong as united. And I'm assuring you, at the end of the day, finally, we believe that we will restore the electoral justice in this country. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but we know finally, at the end of the day, we will arrive in Canaan. This is President Uhuru Kenyatta's speech today after the court's verdict. Can we listen, please?
Fellow Kenyans, on the 9th of August of 2022, Kenyans participated in an election that ushered in new leaders at all levels of our governance realm. Following a dispute in the presidential election, a petition was filed in our Supreme Court for determination of validity of the results, and the Supreme Court has today pronounced itself on this matter. When I was sworn in as your president, I made a pledge to the country, a pledge to uphold the rule of law and the decisions made by the judiciary on all matters appertaining to our governance. Today, the Supreme Court made a ruling on the presidential dispute, upholding the results announced by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission on the 15th of August, 2022. And in keeping to the pledge that I made to uphold the rule of law when I took the oath of office, I commit to executing the orders of this court to the letter. The process of handing over is in progress through the Assumption of Office Committee, which actually has already begun its work as of August 10th, 2022. And indeed, it is my intention to oversee a smooth transition to the next administration, and all the necessary orders to facilitate this process have already been issued. And because democracy is a work in progress, I urge the country to respect the institutions that midwife our new leaders. And in doing so, I also urge citizens to constantly put them under scrutiny, for this is the civic duty of every single Kenyan. In particular, this civic duty requires every citizen to constantly put the truth presented by our constitutional institutions to test. And they must test them for coherence, but also for correspondence. They must constantly scrutinize the coherence of the truth given by these institutions, and to ask themselves whether the truth has been coherent from one election to another. Has there been a consistent pattern that is acceptable to our democratic ethos? We must ask ourselves, is it about numbers or is it about process? Which of these two is it? And can our institutions rule one way in one election and another way in another election without scrutiny. I do invite you, Kenyans, to keep vigil and indeed to hold all institutions to account. The second thing we must place under scrutiny is whether the truth given by institutions has correspondence. That is, do the truths given by our institutions correspond with what is observable by the citizen? True beliefs and true judgments must correspond to the actual state of affairs. But do our constitutional institutions meet this threshold? While we must appreciate these institutions, we must also hold them to account at every juncture. And their truth has to be consistent and coherent. This is the only way we will build our democracy. I want to take this opportunity to thank every single Kenyan for holding a peaceful election. And for this, I want to thank God, and I want to thank our political parties, but I also want to thank every single individual Kenyan for bringing us thus far. I want to wish well all who have won as they guide our country into the future. And I thank you all for the opportunity to serve, and I say, may God bless you all, and may God bless this great Republic of Kenya. Asante.